Mr. Montgomery right here, Afrochop. We're here with the legend himself, a young man out of South Africa. Introduce yourself.
My name is Nasty C, all the way from Durban, South Africa.
Now, I gotta ask you about South African girls, because about 4 years ago, I broke a South African girl's heart. Beautiful, man. Like, tell me.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, no. She was beautiful, but I broke her heart and I want her back. So, can you tell me what to do?
Just buy some flowers, take her out to wherever she can have some meat, where she can have a bride. It's good food, good music, something nice, buy her a dress or something, you'll be fine.
Now, talking about meat and fresh things, you just released the single Jungle, and of course you dropped the single with A AP Ferg. Now, tell me exactly about hip hop in South Africa. Now, right now in Africa, the whole hip hop and rapping scene, South Africa's taken over. You know, we've got you, we've got AKA, we've got Casper, we've got so many artists. How do you see the rise of hip hop in South Africa?
I think, man, now that artists are not afraid to experiment, they're not afraid to express themselves and just go hard. They don't feel like they have to follow trends. You know, there's not a thing in South Africa where you have to go through this and this and that in order to be recognized. You know, versus where in other countries you might have to go to jail first before you get that street cred. You know, in SA now people are just so comfortable and so not in a sense where they're like complacent, but so comfortable with being themselves on every single song that their authenticity and just like originality just comes through so well on the songs. People accept it now because it's like, what else do you want? You want an artist to be original and authentic, right? So now it's definitely rising, man. They putting in so much work. Shout out to all the dudes in South Africa pushing too.
Talking about originality, you did something the other day with your fans. So you create like a WhatsApp, was it like a WhatsApp group? Tell me the inspiration, because I've never seen an artist do that. A lot of artists are to themselves. They don't really like to give personal things out. So what made you think of doing that?
I've always been so interactive with my fans, man. Everything I do involves my fans. My first album cover was my face, but it was pictures of my fans on my face, right? So it's just that I'm trying to keep that and not lose that, you know. I want this bond and relationship with me and my fans to be authentic. I want them to be able to reach out to me directly, not go on Twitter where they have to wait for me to tweet, or where the best I can do is just a retweet. On WhatsApp, you can text me, I'll text you back. You know, I'm talking to you. If you call me, I'll pick up and you'll see me, you know. And I feel like that's very important, man. These are the people that make me. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them, so I have to, man.
Talking about reaching out to people, so like I said, the A AP Ferg single, and also Jungle, we're gonna get to that. How did that come about? Who reached out to who? What's the actual process behind two artists coming together?
With ASAP, he was down in SA. We were co-headlining this other show in Cape Town. And I just reached out to him, man. I sent him a couple ideas. He's a genuine dude in person, so chill. He just reached back. He sent me the verse in like 2 or 3 days. And we just went crazy. He's just, you know, I think when you don't stand and like fan out to people, you make them feel like they're human. And as artists, not that many people make us feel like that. You know, people might praise us and overly praise us actually, which is like not good for us, and it's not good for them. So when you treat someone like a normal person, they'll treat you like a normal person back. And he fucked with my music and he just sent it. And we just did it.
So 6th of July, as we was talking about, Strings and Blings. Now talk to me about the whole breakdown of the album. What am I gonna expect? Is this gonna be an album just with normal tracks, or is this gonna be an album of a story? What am I gonna expect when I listen to that?
By the time you get through the album, you'll get to know me as a person. I share some experiences that happened to me even in high school, where my friends didn't even know about it, that I was in high school with at the time. They didn't even know about it, but I'm getting so personal. I'm telling the story detail, line by line. Everything is facts. Everything is true. So that's very important, one, as an artist, because people need to know you. You need to be transparent. Two, I made this album around the time where I was facing, as a person, as a kid, just growing, I was facing a lot of issues, right? Just like self-doubt, a low self-esteem, you know, confidence, all that type of stuff. So around the time where I was conquering that, I was working on the album. So you could tell on the album that I got through all those type of things, you know. You could tell, you could sense the growth in the album.
How do you know when it's right to release a project? How do you know when it's right to drop, especially an album, not an EP, not mixtape, not just a few tracks, but an actual project? How do you know the right time?
I personally, this is how I do it. Because I vent so much in the songs, and I sometimes touch on experiences that are close to me, so close to me that if people judge me for it, or if I get like a backlash, it would break me as a person. I wait until I get over that, so that when I listen to the songs, I can still feel it, but it doesn't matter what people say about it. It won't affect me as much because it's not so close. It's something that I've conquered, something I've gotten over, right? So I feel like that's the perfect time, because that's when your mind is more clearer. That's when you can take feedback as, you know, constructive criticism and not as hate. And that's important for me because I get so personal in these songs. And if I would have dropped the song the next day, right after I wrote it, somebody said something horrible, shit, I wouldn't leave the house. I wouldn't leave the room. That's how I do it. You know, different artists have different ways of doing it. That's just how I do it.
So who's gonna be on the album? Are there any surprises? Are there any features on the album, or just is there something that I'm gonna see on the album that's gonna be like, oh snap, this caught me off guard?
There's no artist that you know. I think.
How do you know I don't know them?
Okay. Let me. No, I know you don't know. But it's Kyan Cruz from Durban and Rolene from Cape Town.
Okay, yeah, I don't know.
See, I did phases with Rolene, and she's super talented. Both of them super talented vocalists. I love them. And I featured my dentist and my jeweler.
Your dentist?
And my jeweler.
Listen, out here, in terms of healthcare and stuff like that, a man's best friend after his wife and probably his mom and his actual best friend is your barber. So I don't know if that's the same thing in South Africa.
Yeah, it is. I guess it is. It is, man. But I'm so into jewelry. I mean, the title of my album is Strings and Bling. I'm so into jewelry. I'm more close to my dentist / jeweler than I am to my barber.
That's crazy, man. Tomorrow, of course, the One African Music Fest. It's going to be your first proper performance down here. And last week we had WizKid, you know, O2, crazy stuff selling out, you know. And the One African Music Fest is the second year in the UK. What exactly are we going to expect from you? What energy are you going to give to fans that don't know you?
They're going to know me when I get off stage. You're going to know me. You're going to know what I'm about. You're going to know what I do. You're going to know what I'm good at. You're going to know how I feel. You're going to know how this music makes me feel when I get off stage. That's something that I'm working on portraying on stage so much that if you pay close attention, you might even cry on stage.
Yo, that's crazy, man.
That's it.
Now, last but not least before we go, what UK artists do you know down here? Because we are in the UK, I have to ask. Do you know any UK are there any UK artists you want to feature?
I want to feature Skepta, Gigs, Stormzy, fucking crazy. That boy is insane. But I also want to do a song with Adele.
Adele?
I have to do a song with Adele someday. It's got to happen.
Well, thank you. Afrochop, Nasty C, Mr. Montgomery, look out, Strings and Blings. 6th of July. Peace.
Turn down the club. Baby, love it when you pull it down. Oh, hey. Shut down the club. Now you're louder than the feeling now. Oh, hey.